What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Michael. I'm back again with another video. So I was watching Words of Wisdom podcast. I love that guy's podcast so much. I've learned and grown a lot. I've grown a lot because of the podcasts, like self-confidence, following your setup, building something for yourself, like different people he interviews, like different perspective and mindset. I've been able to take all those experience, and I was watching his latest podcast, Dave Teaches. The podcast came exactly at the right time, what I needed. There was the time I watched one of his podcasts 6 months ago when I was still fine-tuning my strategies, through like trying to know if news trading was what I should go for. Then I saw him interview some people that broke out of the system and created things for themselves, and not just become followers alone, and created something for themselves. That gave me confidence to stick to it and like create things for myself, even though even my mentors are saying it's not good to trade like news trading and stuff like just to be yourself. So I've listened to a lot of people, and right now I'm in this loop whereby it is me that is sabotaging myself. And Dave explained, like he talked about it in this 10-minute video that I'm going to show you guys right now. He said, when you have found what works for you, nobody's going to tell you what works for you. You are the one that's going to say what works for you through backtesting, through live trading. When you found what works for you, now to become profitable is just to follow your rules. This is not the first time I'm hearing it, but he talked about it and broke it down for like 10 minutes. How he got to a point in his life whereby he was just to like follow my rule. Every day is a profitable day. It doesn't mean, even though you take a loss, it's still a profitable day because you took a loss based on following your rule. Or you may not even take a trade, but it's still a profitable day because you didn't lose any money and you didn't go out of your system. And it's a profitable day when you trade your system and you win. So I was so inspired, and I had to record that part, and I want to show you guys. Understand? Please do it to enjoy it. If you take notes. For some of us that are like my first year, I'm rounding up my second year now. Next year January will be my second year. Will be second year day trading. My first year jumping from one strategy to another, trying to understand Forex market. I was not taught by a particular person. I was learning from free on YouTube. Then learn different things, not consistent. All those things are consistent if you stick with it. That's what I didn't know then. Until I found what I love, ICT. In 2024, I learned it. I created something for myself, which is trading news. Now, I see I win trade. I lose. I win. I lose. But when I lose, it's so big that I may collect everything. Or when I lose, it's not even my trading model I may trade. I may go and take another person trade. Or go over risks. Or one of the rules I used to say, risk this amount of percent, I may not risk it, or overstack. And you don't know when losing trade is gonna come. So all those things are just gonna be arranged or sorted out if you just do this thing. Follow your rules, teeth to teeth. So watch it, and just watch it, and please pay attention. It will change somebody's life. I just needed to share it.
I only have one shot at this. I have $600 left. The kids, food is running out. I'm injured. I have no money coming in. This is my last shot. This is my silver bullet, Like, it needs to work out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So if I'm going to trust myself to go live, then I need to honor that trust that I'm giving to myself, that my family's giving to myself. I need to honor that and obey that with discipline. So that means that the trades that I do take, they can't be just trades that I'm looking at the chart and I'm like, let me just go ahead and take this. And it needs to be things that are executed based on my trade plan, because honoring my trade plan is honoring my family. It was honoring the fact that I knew that I put us in a hole due to wasting time, procrastinating, spending so much of my life just enjoying myself and not really, prioritizing things. There's so much that I could say about my past that, I was a 100% time waster. Like I wasted so much of my youth just doing foolishness, not even learning a particular skill that I needed to learn. Now that I have that, I'm against wasting time because I see how much idle time actually, destroys people in the long run.
Yeah.
Time is the most important thing in the world. And I'm not talking about time in terms of ICT trading and kill zones, because I need to put that out there for them. It's price over time. But time in general, we can never get the time in our lives back. Whatever time we spend here now talking, we can never get this moment back. And we do not know how much further we have to go. We could say we'd like to live to 80, but we're not going to live to 80. So understanding that, or we may not, let me not say we're going to, we may not. Understanding that now, when it comes to my trading plan, can I afford to do something to lose everything while there are mouths depending on me?
Yeah.
While like that, it goes right back to the plan. If I see that my win rate is very high in back testing, according to this particular plan that I have, then that means that all I have to do is follow the same plan in forward testing. And the same stuff will work out the same way. It's a loop. It's an algorithm. It's something that people could say it's many algorithms. Whatever it is they want to say, price does the same thing every day. Whether it's above, whether it's below, wherever it's at, it could be in the same spot. It does the same thing every single day. And as a lower time frame trader, you could always find trades every day. You could find trades every 10, 15 minutes, every 20 minutes. There's so many opportunities being on the lower time frame. But you need discipline with that. So that transition, I was on the lower time frames. That transition from demo to live, it was discipline to the plan, obedience to the plan that I said I would only take a trade if this lined up because it needed to. It was my last shot. And I needed to look at every trade like, am I going to cost this for them, or am I going to do what I need to do, do what I put together in honor of them? What is my reason why? That was the psychology for me. The psychology wasn't, like talking myself through the different candles that are forming, or breathing in and out. Some people take a cold bath, all these different things. That wasn't my psychology. It wasn't reading a book. I still have never read a trading book. I don't know anything about any of the people who wrote books about trading, and it probably has great information that gives insight into them as traders, but at the end of the day, a trading book is not going to do anything for you. Not a single thing, other than give you mindset. Yes, give you a perspective of mindset that you still won't even follow while you trade it. I always talk about trading in the zone with Mark Douglas. I hear that all the time. The concepts that I trade, we call it zones. And I always say that, you read Trading in the Mark. You read Trading in the Zone with Mark Douglas, and you still won't wait until price comes to your zone in order for you to execute an entry. How are you trading in the zone? You read the book, but you won't trade in the zone. It has to line up. You can't transfer somebody else's confidence to you just by listening to them. That has to be sought and worked out and refined in that process. In that process. So going from back testing and demo trading to live, there was a process that came before that I spent a lot longer than a lot of people would spend during that process to actually refine what I was doing. I needed to trust it. There was no other way. So that process, I learned, I honored that process, honored the risk management within that process, and I traded based on my experience. I don't know all the stuff going up and down and all the different places at the time. This is me as an amateur, but still profitably trading from demo to live. I didn't know all the other stuff happening, but I knew that if I waited for my setup and I said I was successful with it in backtesting, because I actually backtested it and it showed a higher win rate, and I followed it each time I followed it. It may not be every time. There's going to be a couple of losses. I say every day's a trading day. Every day's a profitable day. People hate when I say that, but it's because every day is a rule following day for me. If my system and going through the data of following my rules, if I follow my rules and I have an 82% win rate following my rules, if that's something that's common over period of time, that I continue to follow my rules within the set that I create. Yeah. If I continue to do that, my win rate will remain high and I will remain profitable. And then every day can be a profitable day for me. Every day can be. I'm not saying that every day will be. Some people are going to take losses. Some people are going to, have a couple of losing days in a row, but you strive to try and make money every day, because if I come to work, I want to get paid. I don't feel like going home or going to sleep without being paid for the work that I put in reading these charts. So I'm going to go home with something, and that's the mindset I have. If I have that kind of confidence and aggression to trading price, then I better have that same type of confidence and aggression to learning about it. So the learning process, you need to be very aggressive with. I took, whether it was 150 trades in a session, that was learning. Now I only have to take 2. But I learned to trust those 2 based on how many times I was successful with those 150 trades in a single session. Now, that's because the second time frame offers a lot of opportunity to you. But doing things like that, I went through all of that data already in back testing and demo trading to now get on live. And the only barrier between me and actually being profitable is mindset. Yes, me, the person who I am. Like what it is that I'm willing to do and not willing to do. I'm not willing to get in a trade and it's not according to my rules. There are times where I do dumb stuff, but most times I'm going to follow my rules. Because I've already learned so many times in backtesting that if I follow my rules, I'm going to find my way out. And it really comes down to the discipline of that. Nothing else. Once you have found that edge, once you have found that system, that model, whatever it is, it really comes down to you just following that, nothing else. And some people, they'll spend years losing in trading, going the opposite way of whatever their plan was, And some people, they just need to come to the end of themselves,
100%. And